All right, who in here? No sound. JT, what you hear now? Good. Listen, let me try this again. Nope. What do you mean, nope? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to start this over. Somebody been messing with my computer. Oh, we good? 69 Dark Man? Audio fine. Audio now. Listen, guys, what did I leave off? Okay. I don't know if y'all aware of this, but a lot of shops, a lot of dealer shops, a lot of dealer mechanics, okay, we are required to produce a video of the problems that we're working on. Okay, they say it helps with sales. All right, so when we bring a car in, just say the brakes are grinding. All right, we are to take the wheels off. Of course, visually inspect the brakes. If they metal to metal, yeah, that's even better. So we are to whip out our iPad or our cell phone. We can use our cell phone, create the video, and upload it to the software. That way the customer can see exactly what we found. Now, does that help with sale? Absolutely. Okay, yes, it's a good thing. So what I want to do, this person on Facebook on one of the forums, I think they call him MPI. He got an MPI through his phone. The mechanic showing him exactly what they found. Now, here's the deal. This person is actually pissed because in his title of his video, he says, I've been changing my oil faithfully for over 7 years. On time, faithfully. The nerve of this to happen. What I'm talking about is his 3.6 Pentastar Gen 3 wiped out the whole intake camshaft on bank one. All right. Now, what's crazy is the mechanics was fighting with a misfire in cylinder 6. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but bank one is on a different head than bank 2, which is where cylinder 6 is. So that's why I say, man, all bets are off. Normal diagnostics may not apply to the Pentastar Generation 3. I've witnessed this at the shop. Mechanics getting beat up by cylinder 2, 4, 6. I put everything in, it's still misfiring. For some reason, catastrophic failure over there on bank 1 causing a cylinder on bank 2 to act up. Now, I want to play this video because I'm gonna dissect it. I've saw it, but I don't know what points to jump in. So I'm gonna jump in. This little video clip here. This is a mechanic at the shop sending his MPI to the customer to show them exactly what he found. All right. So now it's up to the customer to agree. Now I'm gonna warn you, he backtracked a little bit once he got it torn down. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of mechanics, in order to properly diagnose your car, we have to perform what we call a tear down. All right. In other words, we got to tear your engine apart to go in a little farther and be a little more nosy. So let me play this video clip and we're going to dissect some of this.
Hello, this is your performance technician. I just want to give you a quick update on your vehicle while it was here for service. The cause of your misfire actually turned out to be damage to your valve train. What I was finding was this one was a little tricky. The system was saying that you had a cylinder 6 misfire. Cylinder 6 is actually back here on this side. But what was going on is you had damage to your right bank camshaft, the intake cam, and you can see that damage here. If I focus the camera here, you can see where the camshaft has been ate away on these lobes, and you can see all the scoring here. Essentially what has happened is where the camshaft should be, this lobe is damaged and worn away, and that is causing a misfire, and it's actually misfiring on multiple cylinders, but it was only reading on cylinder 6 for some reason. Now in comparison, here's the left side intake camshaft, and you can see these lobes are nice and clean. We don't.
So did y'all get that? The misfire was on cylinder 6, but he's now over on bank 1. Where all the damage is. So how did cylinder 6 pick up a misfire? Okay, let me finish this.
Have any issues? There's no scoring or anything. This is what it should look like. So at this time, I'm recommending a replacement of your right bank intake camshaft and all of those intake rockers. We've had a little bit of a progression here as more parts were removed from the vehicle. It turns out that there is more underlying damage caused by the failure of this camshaft.
Now, this is the part where the customers hate a return phone call. Get a load. Imagine this: you call a customer back and tell them, "Man, we need 6 hours to tear your engine down to find out what the problem is." Do y'all understand how much 6 hours labor charge is? The average shop dealership charge $200 an hour. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's $1,200 right there just to find out why your car missing. And your mindset is, damn, it's gonna cost me $1,200 to fix it. No, that's just to tear down. That's just to tear it down and find out what's wrong with it. There's more. And he had to make another phone call. So let's listen to what he discussed.
To show you, here's the camshaft out of the vehicle. You can see where the top of the rockers are worn away. And if we look, all 6 rockers have damage to them.
Damn.
You can see that damage on top of each rocker, and then you can see where it kind of wore away each camshaft lobe. Some of these are worse than others. It looks like what this led to is too much metal debris going through the engine. Now, the camshaft sits in the head, and it's held down by these journal bearings. These basically sit like this, and they hold the camshaft in place. This is the back journal bearing cap. I should say bearing cap. Now, when we look at these, you can see how this one looks very smooth. Same here, and same here. They all look very smooth here. And then we get back to this back one, and you can immediately tell that there's a difference, and that's because this is all scored up. I can actually catch my fingernail.
Now, not to side with the guy, however, you won't know this much until the engine is torn down. Yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. You got to pay money to find out what's all wrong with your car. Let me sum it up like that. But he's not done, because remember, his initial estimate was we're going to need to replace your camshaft and all your rockers and lifters on bank 1. But the estimate quickly changed once he saw the caps, the bearing caps, the camshaft caps. All right. Yeah. So he's going to explain why he now recommend the engine. All right. And it makes sense to me.
On it. And this is the other side that sits above it. You can see the scoring inside of here as well. There's even a lip on the outside edge that I can catch my fingernail on. The issue that I have here is that this damage is something that's just going to continue to get worse. And if there is damage there, there's possibly more damage elsewhere in the engine. This is caused by that metal debris. Has to go somewhere. Sometimes you can get really lucky and there's no issues, but I think because all of the lobes were wiped, it put too much metal in the system.
Damn.
So that the oil filter couldn't filter out. So essentially, the guaranteed long-term fix for this is actually replacing the engine.
Oh, that's that dreaded phone call nobody wants to get. However, the alternative may be worse. Can this be built? Absolutely. Is it extremely risky? Absolutely. Yes, it's risky, guys. Those metal shavings has traveled throughout the engine. And like you say, the lip on the camshaft caps are telltale to where you don't want to be fooling around with that. Now, I talk a lot of smack about it take a lot for me to recommend a complete engine on a Pentastar. I know those inside and out. So I think I can fix anything on a Pentastar. I can do it. I don't need no damn engine. Give me some parts and some tools. Yeah, but you gotta put your tough guy, image aside for a second and think long term. All right. So, and he nailed it pretty good. And from the way I sense by his tone that he's very familiar with the engine and would like nothing more than to, repair it. Because guys, whether you know it or not, we make we can end up making more money, more hours. All mechanics care about is hours. We can end up making more hours repairing an engine than we can replacing one. Yeah. It depends on how good you are and how fast you are. But yeah, I think he made the right call. Let me finish up with this.
The, that would be my recommendation for a reliable long-term repair. The risk of just putting the camshaft in is it could last 5,000 miles, it could last 100 miles, it could last 100,000 miles. But eventually, this damage will just continue to get worse.
Yep.
And could cause another failure in a different way. I set up a quote for the engine replacement. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to your service writer. We appreciate you choosing Performance and hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.
All right, poor lady. All right, she got the bad news. She need an engine. Now, again, the title of his video was, I've been changing my oil faithfully on time for the last 7 years. So I take it this is around about 2018. I don't know, 17 Jeep Grand Cherokee. But anyway, which begs the question, what causes this? We haven't been able to get a decent answer, guys. I've been to training centers. I've discussed with engineers, me face to face. JT, the freaking car guy, talking to a guy that actually helped design that damn engine. Sometimes those engineers are in fact used to instruct the students. All right. We like being taught by engineers instead of instructors. Instructors, just one step. The instructors ain't never been, hell, engineers ain't never been dirty. They ain't never been in the trenches. But we want to hear your thought process when you design that damn thing. All right. Why the hell you put that cooler right there in the center? Things like that. We want to hear from the engineer. So when one of those at the training center, we push the instructor out, man, get out of here, man. Let that guy come in here, man. He a little bit more powerful than you. But nobody's been able to get a decent answer. Now, can you blame it on oil? I guess. Okay, but this is a Gen 3, guys, and it is required, or it is recommended that you use fully synthetic 0W20. A lot of people say that's too light. A lot of people are going out of their way to use whatever weight of oil they want to. 5W30. I've seen people on Facebook, I ain't using no damn 0W20. That's too light. Give me some 530. Is it causing any problems? I don't know. Everybody gonna do what they gonna do. Recommendations from the manufacturers is only that, recommendations. But people, and a lot of people seem to be under the perception that these things are recommended for alternative reasons. They say mile per gallon. In order to get a good MPG reading, they had to use that light, thin ass oil. Okay, so when consumers get a load of that or get news like that, and consumers be like, who the freak cares about an extra mile per gallon? No, I don't want my engine to go out because they trying to reach a cafe standard because they want to sell more cars and stay on. Yeah, consumers don't care about that, but car makers do. So the average consumer will buck the engineer's recommendation and use no damn 0W20. I need some 5W freaking 30. Yes, the Hemis, all the Hemis at one point was taking 520, especially when MDS showed up. But yeah, now the newer ones is 0W20. Okay, yeah, the 6.4 I think takes 0W40. JT has the engine oil formula changed in which the oil will break down to a more thermal degradation. That when I'm in the, like I say, when I'm at the training center, that be the bulk of the conversation. We could be at the training center for AC control head. Don't nobody want to hear nothing about no damn AC. We in an AC control, we're in an AC class course discussing engine. Look, man, people want answers. People want to know what's the deal with the oil, which oil should be down off the records. Now, I once heard an engineer say, between me and you, when you get that kind of conversation, okay, y'all, between me and you, this stays in this room. I can see, you know me. I got a recorder somewhere on me. All I'm hitting record because I ain't gonna remember nothing he said. I'm gonna try to, but I ain't. And so from time to time they will say things they ain't supposed to say. Let me put it like that. But no, not enough I can speak on. My guy, who's that? Martin Ducree, 1821. Uh, not enough I can speak on. You know, and be confident of what I'm speaking about. Okay. Yeah, but there is. I need to get my facts together before I hold a conversation like that, buddy. GM had problems with the MDS system eating itself. What? Eating itself, and they switched to 5W20. When a company changed oil mid flight, car been out 5 years, and then all of a sudden, okay, we was wrong. We want to. This is what you should be using. Now, guys, mind you, when your engine reach a certain mile interval, just say 100,000 miles, pretty much, you can go rogue at that point because your engine has set in. Nothing the manufacturer suggested when you had 5,000 miles matter at that point. Okay. Yes. Do your research and use what you think based on your climate and where you at, which weight of oil you should be using. Okay. Because like I say, nothing the engineer said matter at that point. Your engine is set in its ways. It's going to do what it's going to do. Just because the engineer said you should be using 0W20 10 years ago don't mean nothing. All right. So, in fact, I go with a heavier weight of oil in the hot summer months. Okay. But I got old cars, so I don't have nothing new. Mike P, what's up, man? So, yeah, this guy, like I say, he's pissed. He's pissed. He's pissed. I've been changing my oil faithfully for 7 years, and this is the thanks I get. I've been hearing a lot about class action lawsuits, but for the ticking, but nothing's gonna ever come of that, guys. Now I'm not rooting against. I'm just being a realist because, first of all, in order to or a recall, a lot of consumers want there to be a recall, and they starting class action lawsuits because there's not a recall. Let's say on the cooler or on the ticking issue. Okay. There's nothing gonna come of none of that, guys. Okay. Recalls predominantly safety issues. And I say this all the time. Technically, there's nothing unsafe about your oil cooler leaking when it reaches 60,000 miles. It just at that point, to them, it's considered a failed part. Okay, but consumers not trying to hear that. They want a free oil cooler. Now, if your cooler caused your engine some major damage, I get why you say what you say. But guys, parts wear out. And again, I'm not defending him. I'm defending anybody or any car company. All right. I'm not here to defend. Who the hell am I? I ain't nobody. So I can't defend freaking Stellantis. Just a little old, scrub mechanic on freaking, social media. Remember, yes, please like and comment the video. But guys, I didn't want nothing. I don't even know how I'm set up. My computer, somebody been in here messing with. That's why my mic didn't play in the beginning. I'm supposed to be vertical. All right, everybody on the damn cell phone. Nobody's on the computer. But it should. All right, that's the traditional way of thinking. Is that if you change your oil on time, you should prevent any kind of potential catastrophic failure of your engine. PM. Okay. So that's the only piece of advice I can give you until I get some more information from headquarters. Guys, that's all I have, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. DZ Dennis, hey, why is my all right, he popped in here at the last minute. Hey, why is my 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee climate control cycling? I think you asked me that in a post on one of the Facebook posts, and I like, you ain't give me enough information to work with. Okay, let me try to dissect this. Why is my 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee climate control cycling on and off? How to reset it if it's possible. Here's the deal. A lot of the manual functions that you can do with, I don't know if your car equipped with ATC, automatic temperature control, or manual temperature control. 2011, it could go either way. Well, here's the deal. I use scan tools. I use a scan tool that I can get that control head is technically a module on the bus network. Okay, so with my scan tool, I can access that module and see everything inside that module that I need to see. For instance, there could be some fault codes in that module that will address the problem you having. You, on the other hand, cannot gain access to that because a code reader is not going to pick this stuff up. You need a real good scan tool to gain access to your HVAC module. HVAC. That's what it looked like on a topology screen on a scan tool, on a real good scan tool. So, as far as pushing two buttons, and I don't know what kind of head you got, but you can do some research. And now you want to reset it. You say your climate control cycling on and off. What does that mean? You got it on. It's just going in on and off, or it's coming in and out. What is it? What do you mean by cycling on and off? Are you saying your compressor going in and out? I'm not understanding what you're saying. But unless you can get inside that module, you're gonna have a hard time figuring this out, guys. That's why, yeah. Now I will say this: turn it on and off. Okay, DZ Dennis. I will say this. Yes. Okay. Turn it on and off. What make a control head turn on and off? An internal shorted control head. That's why you got to get inside that module, guy. If you don't have, if you got any buddies, again, code reader ain't gonna work. You're not gonna get a P0352 code in a code reader off a HVAC module. You're gonna need somebody with a real good scan tool to go inside there, give you that fault code. Based on that fault code, should put you in the right direction of figuring out what's wrong with that car. All right, this is 2011, so the good news is there's plenty of those vehicles out on the road. Fluffy Mexicanic, what's up, man? Oh, man, it's going, brother. Hey, listen, man. You see that little skit I did with you and Jeff, the Jaded Mechanic. I don't know if y'all know this on YouTube. Jaded Mechanic, the Jaded Mechanic podcast. He got a YouTube channel that he do a lot of podcasts with mechanics or people in the automotive industry. And he's growing. It's growing. Okay, the channel is growing. It's small. I didn't know it was that, I didn't know it was like that in that, but it's growing, and he have a lot of good guests. He had Eric the Car Guy on one week. He had Fluffy Mexicanic on a while back. I didn't know. Okay, so I'm subscribed to his channel, checking him out. But I dissect that damn video, and I got at least 3-4 other videos I'm gonna pull off of that. But y'all had some interesting topic. Guys, they talk on this episode. I'm supposed to be gone, but let me finish this. Yes, you that's what's up, DZ. Yeah, man, you gotta find somebody with a real good scan too. AI as it relates to the automotive industry. This guy, Jeff, the Jaded Mechanic podcast. Some of the predictions that he made, will frighten the average mechanic. All right. Predictions are just that, predictions. However, it give you something to think about. Okay. This guy predicted the salesman, the days of the salesman, car salesman. Now, what I felt good about one thing he said was the mechanics is the only one they're not going to be able to touch for a while. I just happen to be in that industry. Code readers are a curse, turns everyone into yeah, it have been known to have that effect on Bear Home Owner DIY. What's going on, Gene Poon? What's up, man? What's popping? Y'all caught me at the end. I'm about to get out of here. I saw my buddy jumped on, so I had to address that. Watch Jaded. Yeah. Watching Jaded today. Yeah, Jaded Mechanic podcast. He have some real interesting guests on there. Okay. So check my man out. Super Top Secret. We doing another segment. Oh, damn. I'm gonna check that out. Hell yeah. Segment this Sunday. Is there a bidirectional scan tool that you recommend? Here's the thing with scan tools and me. I don't know. Literally, guys, I'm a dedicated Mopar guy. All right. So the predominantly or the most of the repairs that I make are on Stellantis products. So what that means, I don't need a scan tool that can read every car. Okay. Now, I get, I catch a lot of flack for that. I can't help it. I specialize in it. And it makes no sense for me to bust my brain trying to learn about every single freaking car out there. I'm not Alex the car doctor. That's a bad dude. Okay, to cram all these different makes and model in his head, that would drive me cuckoo. Okay, so and plus, people will say stuff like, you can make more money if you worked on everything else." I would work on other things if I wasn't busy. So, I'm not saying that to say, Stellantis produce crap that's going to keep you busy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm never out of work. So there's no reason for me to invest, in learning other products. I'm good. Okay. So yeah, if you want a specialty guy, be careful with taking your car to, he can fix anything. Okay. All right. But he haven't seen, a lot of problems with certain. Yeah, man. I don't know. If it was me, I would want to go to a specialist that know my car upside down. That's just me. All right. But that's just me. I don't know. But man, I'm different. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. But wait a minute. I can't see something. So what I'm gonna do, yo, JT, I have a. All right, let me answer these last little few questions. When you going to rebuild my train? Gene Poon, what you talking about, man? AI would give out cruise ships vacations. I'm hearing that, man. Super top secret. We doing. That's what's up. Y'all tune in. I don't know what time he come on, Flo. Uh, yo, JT, I have a 2617 Pacifica with a bad engine, chocolate milk, or well, I have to tell them to flush my radiator and heater core, or will they automatically do that when installing? Okay, you getting the loan block, you getting the engine. They gonna. I don't know. You still, this was 2017. Are you still under warranty? Well, you doing good. If this engine, this 2017 model, unless you got a lifetime powertrain, you still under warranty, you doing damn good. But what is your question? I have to tell them, do I have to, with a bad engine, chocolate milk oil? Well, I have to tell them to flush my radiator and heater core. I would tell them whether you think they're going to do it or not. All right. I will, now they may tell you it's a charge for that. Okay, because under warranty, we technically don't have to do all of that. All right, some mechanics do it anyway because they don't want the engine to come back. All right, so they'll do it. But if you want to make sure it's done, you might want to put that bug in their ear, buddy. Keep that 17, on the road. Hella guy, man, what's up, man? It's been a minute, man. Oh, my dude, Fluffy Mexican. Nah, I haven't seen it yet, bro, but I will. Yeah, I put a little clip up today. Appreciate that, man. That donation, man. The live streams, guys, they y'all know YouTube doesn't change, right? So with change come everything else. Everybody's not as active on the internet like they used to be. Change. YouTube doesn't change. So people adjust to change. But yeah, from time to time I still jump on Thursdays and I'll do live at the shop on Saturday, instead of Sunday. Fluffy Mexicanic, appreciate it, man. That is what's up. That donation. Yes, guys, live streams are, you can give donations on live streams. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but yeah, that is a thing. Okay. And again, y'all make sure y'all tune in to the Jaded Podcast, the Jaded Mechanic Podcast. Okay. You have a lot of good folks out there on. A Chrysler dealer will be doing the repair. Good. I'm sorry. Good. I'm sorry. Let me say this. My man got a 2017 Pacifica. A 2017, okay, any year Chrysler Pacifica. That's the minivan, right? With all the bells and whistles. Any freaking year. It came out in 2017. Okay, let's do it like this. 2017 and up. From now on out. That vehicle should not be in any other shop other than a dealership. Unless it's getting maintenance. If you're in other shops getting diagnoses on problems with your Pacifica, you doing yourself a disservice, guys. I have no problems, no issues with aftermarket shops and things like that. But that vehicle is way too sophisticated to be in the hands of, a good mechanic with a good scan too, because there's more to it than that. All right. There's this thing called training. There's this thing called experience. He may have seen, like me, I've seen every freaking problem known to man with a 17 Pacifica. I just have. It's because I've been around them all my life. So that's called a specialty guy. But I, the more sophisticated your vehicle become, the more or the less choices you're gonna have as to where you go to get it repaired. Again, I'm not talking about oil change, brakes, coolant flush, stuff like that. I'm talking about problems, diagnostic problems. Okay. Yes, but good deal, Benny, for doing the right thing, man. You're in good hands at a dealership, working on everything. Gets oh, I can imagine, man. I always talk about my buddy, Alex the car doctor. The guy's good, and for him to, I mean, he can be in front of a Hyundai. Today's patient, this Hyundai is sitting here, it's having an issue. And now, if y'all know Hyundais, y'all know they some strange cars. I'm like, damn, this dude is bad. He can jump from make to make to make to make. More power to him, man. He's a bad dude. Guys, I gotta wrap this up. Tablet scan tools have vehicles lists, so there isn't an overall best if it has poor support for your vehicle. Interesting. Interesting the way you worded that, guy. Man, let it go, Gene Poo. No, I ain't gonna say that because some people, they have sentimental values with their car. But Gene, hear me out. Look at me. We're on the same page. This is 2010, bro. It's like almost 2 decades ago. All right, 2010. The interesting, it's crazy. My scan tool to read that. But what's wrong? Transmission. What trans was in a Sebring? A 41 TE 604. They piece of cake, man. But I don't even have tools no more. All my transmission tools gone when we stop overhauling transmission. So all we do now is replace them. But hang on to it if you love it, man. Get that transmission looked at, man. We do a recording, then he chops it up. Oh, okay. So it's not an actual live. Okay, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, he chop it up and then put it out. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, it's a lot of dead weight in live stuff, guys. That you don't have time to fix. A couple of my lives, I let cuss words slip out. I'm like, oh damn, I forgot I'm live. I can't go in there and get that back. You already heard me cuss. But yeah, so that's a good way to do it. So y'all just look out for the video. How's that? Appreciate that, Fluffy. Stay up, fellas. Yeah, man. We'll lock in next time. That's what's up, man. Thanks for stopping in. So it probably won't drop until February or March. That's what's up, man. I'm sure you're gonna let us know. Max Care. Max Care. That means just about everything is covered. They better do a flush. They should definitely do a flush. It's watching from the Chi-Town, Samuel Adams. Chi-Town. Is it cold out there, bro? Is it frozen, freezing? Ugh. I hate Chi-Town weather, but okay. Uncle Andy. I'm going to go through these comments and get up out of here, guys. 3613. Is there a ground wire on the timing chain cover that would prevent new timing chain install from engine starting? 362013. Dunkalamp 9430. Telling me the engine asking me about a timing cover chain without telling me what kind of vehicle it is a little absurd. All right. I don't know. Is this damn engine sideways, front wheel drive, or long ways, rear wheel drive? But as far as the ground strap on the timing chain, now see if this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee, there's a ground strap attached to the alternator going to the frame. But I don't know what kind of vehicle this is. Okay. I don't know what kind of vehicle this is. You just say it's a 3.6 Pentastar. Yo, what up? I gotta wrap this up, man. Yes, see, they crushed the only PT Cruiser the right age range. Oh man. Damn. Really? Dark man? That's crazy. Repetition. Okay. Damn. All right. Like cousin Pookie. What's up, Beanie? Pookie knows shit. I am jumping through hopes. Chrysler warranty doesn't want to pay for parts warranty on the 62 TE. Damn, metal all through the trans and no second gear. Damn, y'all still able to build those? I can't even find a damn. I had a side job to do. I still build them on the side, okay? Because everybody ain't got money to replace the transmission. Now, every estimate you get from the shop is going to be a unit, But yeah, I know how to build a transmission. But here's my thing: I've been having a hard time finding parts. Who said that? Hella? Yeah, I can't find no damn parts. So if you find them, if you got somebody finding parts, they doing good. Shift hard sometime. I mean the gene. I mean, okay, both of y'all. Shit, we need to hop on a live together soon, bro. It's been a good look, man. And hell, I thought the live stream community had died down. I told you, YouTube. I'm sure you know YouTube done changed big time. I can say this. I used to get at least $30, between $30 and $40 for a 10-minute video that only get 1,000 views. So if you do 3 of those, you can imagine, the income stream can be big. All right, so they changed the algorithm, when all this AI stuff started coming out. So they take a super bunch of views, and they're not sending your videos out. Why the hell I got this on? They're not sending your videos out like they supposed to, like they used to. You can't fight them. You can't fight them. So you just adapt or get out. So yeah, I like what I do. So I hang around. I ain't got no problem with it, but YouTube has freaking changed. Big time. All right. Yeah. Hey, set something up, man. We did mine the last time. We do you, man. Oh, yeah. You still do the Saturday thing with all the fellas? We can jump on with all the fellas one time, have a good get together. GMM is napped. That's what's up, man. Enjoy. Jeep Wrangler. Jeep Wrangler. What was this question? Is there a timing chain? Is there a ground strap on the timing chain? Oh, I got one in the shop. I can look tomorrow in my stall. Got one in my stall. I'll make a video just for you, Donkey. Danklin Camp. All right. Look out for that. He already passed 9:30. We got him. I know. I gotta go, man. I need to tip him. I'm pretty sure. I did get some minor trickles. It needed out of an older 05. Tip him should be hard to find on an 05 model. Pentastar trimming issues on a Jeep Wrangler. Trimming or timing? A Jeep with a Pentastar or any vehicle with a Pentastar have 4 cam phasers, 2 intake and 2 exhaust. If they acting up in any way, they would give off any kind of timing chain failure concerns. All right. Oh, my birthday been passed, bro. What are you talking about? But thanks anyway. Go to a different platform. Oh man. I might give that some thought. Yep, they changed up on us. Seems like every 6 months. We just keep pushing. Yeah, man, because we don't do it for a living. Or at least I don't do it for a living. I do it, number one, because I like it, and number two, it's easy to do. Man, I can hold my camera up to me and regurgitate a 10-minute video right up top of my head. So I don't have to put scripts together and all that. So yeah, it's easy to do and it's fun. Yes, sir. We coming on tomorrow. I might have TE video on with us. TE video on with us tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh yeah, you do the Friday thing. As a Honda guy that does POV. Okay, cool. I sure fluff. Yeah, y'all. Let's have a big outing. I don't know when. Tell them when, man. I need an 06 to 10 base model tipper for the fan issue. How you sure that's your problem? 69 freaking dark man. How you know? It's the tipper. You are my favorite 3.6 Pentastar mechanic on YouTube. Keep up the great work. My dude, that's what's up. I appreciate it. Now, y'all know there's a lot of Pentastar guys out there. I mean, even I have some good ones that I like. David Pike, y'all know the Motor Center mechanic? Dude, badass. Now, he's another guy now, David, y'all hear what I was saying earlier about specialty? David, one of those guys that branched out on his own. So, look, again, in that area, can enough Chrysler problems keep you busy, or are you forced to branch out? Remember, guys, a car is a car is a car. However, you could run into some crazy issues, so you got to be extremely careful what you take in. But thank you. I can't get your name right. Dunkler Camp. Appreciate that, man. All right. Go to Kick. More money goes to you. Kick. That's a platform. I'm gonna look into that. All right, hell, appreciate that, man. Why is somebody telling me happy birthday? Jova, what are you talking about, man? My birthday is in October. I'm going to try and be on around this time. That's a big try, but I hit you up. That's what's up, man. I'm retired now, so days don't count. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. You told me that's what's up, man. Enjoy, bro. All right. Guys, I gotta go. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. I gotta go.